quote-unquote unusual activity has just happened in this state. We're going to talk about what they saw, and is it something that we should be paranoid or worried about. Now, this is not to say there's some kind of alien. What it's to show is maybe the problems that we're causing across the world, some capabilities and some new technology from other people who don't actually like us, some adversaries, are they the ones actually surveilling? Could it be our local governments? Could it be our own apparatuses? Today we're going to talk about some unusual activity. Not only that, we're going to talk about what Walmart just said. They just gave a grim outlook. Now remember, Walmart has had record profits this last quarter. But the purpose of what they're saying is they're seeing a change in their consumers. Also, remember, Walmart and Amazon actually backed Trump in a lot of this election. They're hoping for a better outcome. Even though their numbers are good, they're showing that there's weak signs in America. And Walmart brings that out today. We're going to talk about these two stories and also some opinions of mine dealing with the craziness in this world. Let's dive into these things today. This video starts right now. Hey guys, welcome to The Max. Thank you so very much for being here today. If you are new to the channel, go down here, press subscribe, ring the bell. Give us a thumbs up or a thumbs down, that's okay, but let us know what you think about the content of today's video. Now, we need your help, we need your support. In the last week, we've been held down pretty good, and we've lost about 2,000 or 3,000 subs. We've lost the notifications, the availability to spread our message. So that's where you come in. I ask you to please share our videos and share it with friends. Comment below, give us a thumbs up. That actually tells this platform that they need to share this video. So it would mean the world to me, so we humbly ask that you do that. Now, let's talk about these two stories. First, let's jump into the unusual activity. Then we're going to talk about Walmart's warning and that we need to be paying attention to. All right, this unusual activity, this happened in New Jersey. I want to go back and read the story, and this is a Zero Hedge article. It says, spy drones, unusual activity. What's been reported in Morris County, New Jersey, near a military research facility. Now, this is where it gets real serious. If there's something in the skies of South Mississippi, it would worry me, but it probably wouldn't worry you too much because it's South Mississippi and there's not much here other than me. I mean, it's just, there's not a lot of things to worry about, things to see, other than some cows, you know, here in South Mississippi. Here's the problem. Where they're having this unusual activity and all these drones, lots of them, dozens of them. There's a huge military research facility here where our capabilities, our national security could be, I don't know, could be jeopardized. If you remember, this happened just a few weeks ago with spy planes that we couldn't catch and spy drones over Virginia and those areas around Langley. Do you remember that? We talked about that. Now this is another area that's pretty serious. It says a swarm of mysterious drones circled parts of this county in New Jersey during the overnight hours, drawing attention by local law enforcement. Additionally, reports indicated that a Black Hawk helicopter was in the area of the time of the drones. Now there's two things that could be happening. We could be trying to counteractive and have a counteroffensive towards whatever or whoever this could be, this unusual activity. These spy drones by, what, another country? Or this could be us doing war games over our own people. Both of those absolutely suck. But the bottom line is, have you seen, I want you to go back and look. We went to, if you remember, I told you we went to amusement park back in the early fall. And we've been to theme parks. We've been to fireworks shows. You know, people are starting to use these drones. And they're starting to make all these crazy things in the sky. If you can teach a drone to make a dragon or make a telephone or to make, you know, a fireworks show even more mesmerizing, what else could you use drones for? Russia-Ukraine situation has seen drone warfare where they have used drones. They're faster than you. They're more capable than you. They're better and more available and economic than tanks, than planes, than jets. And they can destroy each one of them. You've seen it. Go back and look at the videos of it. So when we see drones being used, the danger of this capability is how many times are these flying overhead and they're actually causing us more mischief and causing us more problems because they may be surveilling us. They may be getting information about us. How strong is America when we may be vulnerable because we can't even catch these drones or find out who it is? Now, yes, it could be us, and hopefully it's not. But if it's not us, who has the capabilities of finding information about our grid, about our military capabilities, about our intelligence? What are they collecting on us, and how could they use it against us? Remember, we're causing problems in the Asian Pacific. We're causing problems in the Russia, Ukraine, and Eastern European area. We're also causing problems in the Middle East. So if some of these capabilities are people who don't like us, what could they do to America? Just this week, they actually said that Kiev, they're getting ready to evacuate the U.S. Embassy in Kiev because the fact that we have caused problems by giving those missiles into Ukraine to give to shoot into Russia. Now they're saying that Russia could attack that embassy. Now, before we go any further talking about the drones and talking about some of the seriousness of what's going on in our world in Walmart, here's a word from our sponsor of today. And this company I've really thoroughly enjoyed. It's part of my daily regimen. Check them out. The sponsor of today's video is Lumen. Now, if you can tell, I just got done running. I'm trying to stay in the best shape of my life, no matter what age that I become. Well, Lumen can help that. Now, what is Lumen? Lumen is a little tool that works with your phone, not only to show you how to get healthy, how to have a better energy level, how to maintain your weight or lose weight, but also have a healthy metabolism. What is Lumen and how does it work? Lumen is the world's first handheld metabolic coach. It's a device that measures your metabolism through your breath. And on the app, it lets you know just what you're doing. If you're fat burning or if you're burning carbs, it gives you a tailored guidance to improve your nutrition, workouts, sleep, and even stress management. So as you just saw, I basically take in a breath. It tells you what to do on this app. Then I let the breath out. What it's doing, it is judging your body to say what it is doing. How is it operating? Is it getting enough sleep? Are you burning just carbs? Well, if you're burning just carbs, then you're not burning up that stored fat to help you lose weight. It also tells you what you could do better. If you're under stress, if you're not sleeping, then it starts to build a plan that's best for you. When we live in a stressful world like we do, tools like this is a game changer. You can do this all throughout the day, but you can breathe in it first thing in the morning. Exhale, inhale, go through the steps, and it's going to tell you exactly where you're at and what you need to do for the day. It's like your own personal training coach. Game changer for building up better health. So if you're wanting to take your next step in improving your health, to get a better metabolism, if it's weight loss, if it's just being healthy enough to chase your grandchildren, then check out my link below. Go to lumen.me/themax, get a 15% off discount. That's lumen.me/themax, 15%. You can even scan the QR code below. Do not miss out on this opportunity to make for better health. A lot of the sponsors, a lot of the things I do is because I am using them and I believe in the product. Check out Lumen. You will be glad that you did. This would be a phenomenal stocking stuffer. If you're trying to get healthy for the new year, you are coming up on January. You know what that means. We want to lose weight. Here's your personal trainer right here. Check out Lumen today. Now back to the stories. The drones. If we can see the capabilities of the drones and we can see the fact that we can't stop these drones from getting information of us, and now they're flying over some of the most sensitive places there are in America, how could this cause us a problem? Well, again, like we said, we have a new president coming into office in just a few weeks, and he's going to be walking into not only economic chaos, world chaos with wars, and the fact that now we may have people spying on us with balloons, with drones, and with other drones, and several times over the USA, and not one time have we been able to stop it. Now, I don't know if that's been on purpose or to the fact that we don't have the capabilities, but we can't stop these drones. Listen to this. It says multiple reports of drones have been spotted over all these townships and all these counties where this military facility is. Now, the question is, if it was us, and if it was our military doing drills, wouldn't you think they would come out with a press release saying, hey, look, no worries, no harm, no foul, it's us. We're just learning how these capabilities work. And I think that would give people peace of mind, but that's not what they've said. It says multiple unidentified drones have been reported flying over top, and it has people very upset and worried. This incident is in Morris County where a fleet of spy drones have come over. Now listen, that this is where it is. America's most sensitive national security sites have been infiltrated this year, including Langley Air Force Base, Virginia's shoreline, and now we see it here in New Jersey over a military facility. Very dangerous. Now let's talk about Walmart. Now Walmart had some good news come out for the quarter, but what they're saying is this good news is actually probably bad for the economy. Let's listen to what they say. It says Walmart beats out and lifts outlook for the third time as increasingly more wealthy Americans trade down to the big box retailer, meaning their numbers are so strong. What they're doing is they are selling and doing very, very well. Their shares went up. So you're thinking, oh, well, that's great signs. Our economy may be coming back around. Hold your thought just for a second. Let's see what it says. Walmart is growing stronger, but it's because increasingly more wealthy Americans are having to shop there. Now, do I care if someone that's an elite person and is a multimillionaire can't go shop at his high-end boutique and now he's got to go to Walmart? That's not what the problem is. The problem is our economy has made each level of monetary classes, meaning if you're lower class, you've been lowered because of the problems with the economy. If you're middle class, you are now working class and lower class because you can't afford the groceries and gas and the interest and insurance that this economy has given us. Thank you, Biden. And then if you're middle to high income, or you're in high income classes where you may have never walked into a Walmart, you've only went to Publix or Whole Foods, or you've only shopped online, or you've got your groceries delivered to you. Now these people are saying, well, I can't afford that anymore. I may need to go to wherever I can to get cheaper groceries. Now, do I care that they may be humbled a little bit? That's not the point of what Walmart's saying. They're saying, if we keep seeing this trend where all these classes of people who typically didn't shop with us are having to go down and shop at more economical options, that's not to say we're doing something right. That's to say our economy is in such shambles. And now remember, we've already discussed our banks are failing, that people are taking their deposits out because they don't have the money to keep in banks. And now we're seeing that the middle to high income and the higher income classes, the millionaires, the people that should have piles of money that it shouldn't affect, the economy should have no bearing on, is starting to feel the pressure of a bad economy. I think that's why people have chose Trump overwhelmingly, and he won in such a landslide. Because people are sick and tired of not having enough money, even though they work as hard as they do, between the taxes, between the interest, between the insurance, between the groceries, the car bills, the gas, the credit cards. People can't afford to live. So what Walmart is saying, yes, although our numbers are great, the grim outlook is the fact that the classes of people are struggling, and so now we're seeing a new clientele. However, we're losing some of the people, the middle income and the lower income that usually was our bread and butter where they shopped here. They're not able to afford the typical common groceries anymore. They can't make it. They're struggling to make it. A lot of that growth is driven by these upper income households. We're not growing with the middle income. We're growing with the upper classes coming down to shop here now. Now again, great for Walmart, kudos. But who does this affect the most? Well, for middle and lower income classes that struggled to pay for their groceries the last 10, 20 years, how much more pressure is it putting on now their senior citizens? For instance, there's a lot of you that comment and says, well, we're in semi-retirement age or retirement age, and now we're having to work 2 jobs plus Social Security just to make ends meet. We can't afford groceries. Well, this is exactly what Walmart's showing. This is Main Street economics. So we can hear what the markets are doing and how great the stock market is doing, but when you hear how people are really affected, how Big Lots is shutting down, how local restaurants like TGI Fridays is shutting down, how Dollar Generals are having to shut down several of their locations, and how Walmart now is not seeing the same people shop there. They're seeing this new movement of wealth coming down because the economy is that bad. This is what shows the dangers of what we're looking at. That's why I think no matter how good Trump could be, how great some of his economists can be, because we have now went 100 days and put another $1 trillion worth of debt right under us, and the fact that we're in a trade deficit, we're in problems where we've taxed our people so much they can't be taxed anymore. All those are telltale signs of our economy being in shambles. It's kind of like this. If all of a sudden I was a real estate buyer and there's a brand new house on the market that needs no work, I could just walk in, move in, it's move-in ready. Well, I can't afford it. I mean, it's too expensive. The market's changed it. But now if I go down the road, the same house is worth what I can afford, but I have to go in there and it's a piece of junk. The floors are falling to pieces, the roof is leaking, the fact that all the plumbing needs to be ripped out. What we saw is the fact that once I used to be able to afford that house that was already move-in ready, now I'm having to get a fixer-upper. That's exactly what our economy has become. Trump is walking into an economy that's a complete fixer-upper. There's no chance for it to be move-in ready. We're not going to hit the ground rolling as in great policies and making America great and thriving right off the bat. Now, there could be signs of it, but we have a problem. We have a spending problem. We have economic problems, and that's exactly why Trump was elected. And more than anything is economic and the fact that people want normalcy back. We need the middle income classes not to struggle to at least to buy their food to put on their table. We need people buying homes. They can't afford them. So now we've built this rent mentality. This is not good. And so what Walmart is saying, even though, yeah, our numbers are great, what we're seeing is Main Street economics is struggling. And if we don't change these things, the lower to middle income classes will not be able to pay their bills or afford groceries because they don't have the money anymore, because this economy has robbed them. And I blame it on the Biden administration. And I blame it actually on the Congress. I blame it on the last really tons of years of bad economic policies. America needs to change things quickly so it can get back on steady, sturdy ground. And when we have steady, sturdy ground, the fixer-upper becomes a good-looking house again. And then the good-looking house makes it where our family can move in again and we can afford to live. We have got to change the way that we do business in America. And what that means is everything that we've learned from the establishment and the bureaucracy has been wrong. It's led us astray. So when Trump is picking all these appointments and all these cabinet positions that are kind of against the norm is exactly what we flipping need. We need to get against the norm because the norm has actually put us in bankruptcy. And Walmart just told us that. Now, today, what we've learned. In these two stories, you've learned two different things. You learn the fact that someone is looking at us, if it's our government or if it's another government. Either way, it's bad. We also learned that our economy is not as strong as it should be. Now, we have a new president that's supposed to come in, and to be honest with you, he was overwhelmingly selected. What we don't want to happen is anything that Biden and Kamala tries to do right now, and this Congress tries to do because they are still Democrat leaning, all this stuff has got to stop. They need to be lame duck and they need to just sit. I actually say, look, let's just pay them just to sit there and do nothing. I don't want them passing any new bills. I don't want them appointing any new people. I don't want them doing nothing. Don't set new policies. You just sit there and collect a check, because this is why. America wants something different. And difference can come January 20th. Now, can Trump solve all the problems with the economy? Can Trump solve all the problems with people spying on us? No, but when you have a strong leader, it can help with the problems of all these adversaries. And all of a sudden you can start making peace again like we once had when Trump served last time. Not only that, the economy. Again, you're bringing in people like Howard Lutnick, brilliant guy over commerce who is for crypto, but also he's built a lot of businesses and he's worked in the private sector. You see people like Elon Musk and Vivek and even J.D. Vance and Trump. All these people were private sector people that made their millions and billions not on the backs of government, bureaucracy, and taxes. So can they change everything real quick? Probably not with the snap of the finger. But they can set the policies in place to make America better. And that can help people that's struggling right now get back on their feet. And we can afford groceries again. We can make things better for our families. And Walmart, yeah, they can probably still do good, but ultimately we can balance out our consumer-driven economy and where people can afford and enjoy to live in America and be proud of it. That's what I hope. Guys, thank you so much for watching. Pay attention to these two stories, one on the economy, one on our safety. Both of these things can get better and be resolved better, especially when we get new leadership in. Guys, thank you so much for watching. God bless you and your family. Have a wonderful day.